G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the AGL SS4 Vegeta, one of the two units to get an EZA recently on DBZ Dokkan Battle Global. We're first going to take a look at Vegeta's leader skill. It is 130% across the board, 3 key for Super AGL and 90% for Extreme AGL. Then in terms of his super attack, it is greatly stacks defense, raises his attack by 30% on each super for 6 turns, and also lowers defense. Then his passive is attack 150%, defense 120, with a 40% super attack buff upon super attack, along with a medium chance, which is 30%, to counter and evade enemy super attacks. Then in terms of build, you're going to want to go for a crit build on this unit, very similarly to how you want to go with Goku. The high attack stats are going to build nicely into some crit damage. Then link wise, we have Super Saiyan, Saiyan Raw, both good attack links. Prepared for Battle, a very common and good key link. Shocking Speed, a nice mixture of key links there. Saiyan Pride, which is a good attack buff for worthy rivals and for Vegeta units. And then GT, obviously, which helps him out with GT units. And then Fierce Battle, which is a common attack link for all units Dokkan Awaken. This means Vegeta's got a pretty nice kit. He can link up pretty well with other Super Saiyans and other Saiyans, as well as obviously very well on GT based teams or Giant Ape Power based teams once he links up with a Goku or potentially any other units that come down the line. Maybe some Xeno Vegetas, etc. So yeah, lots to look forward to on Vegeta's side. And let's take a look at him under two teams. The first team we'll take a look at him under is going to be the Worthy Rivals team. And then the second team we're going to take a look at him under is going to be the Pure Saiyans team. So on the Worthy Rivals team, we are going to run him without a Goku basically, because you can't run them on Worthy Rivals, and just see how he performs without that big old attack buff and linking and all those nice things, and just see how he gets along with some support. The nice thing about Worthy Rivals is that you can have the Nova Shenron on it. The physical Nova Shenron, who is a Shadow Dragon Saga support and will also activate his GT, which is pretty good. And then obviously we can flood it with some decent supports like MVP 17, etc., who are really going to help Vegeta out. Then in terms of Pure Saiyans, we're obviously going to be running him alongside Goku, and we'll manage to get the Saiyan Pride buff activated as well. So in terms of Vegeta, one thing to take note is his starting defense is higher than Goku's. And it actually caps out at being higher as well due to his greatly stacking defense. The only real issue that Vegeta does have comparably to Goku is that his offensive outputs not necessarily as good as Goku's, and that's just going to be apparent. This is a 2-dupe Vegeta, and he's going to be hitting some really good numbers, but compare it to a 55% Goku or anything like that, it's going to be not as impressive offensively. But still, his kit's really good, and he's a really solid EZA that's been added into the game. So here, obviously, we are going to just link Vegeta up with the Nova Shenron, so that we can give him the ability to fire off a super attack. If we take a look at his links, he's got 4 active, so he's looking pretty solid at this point. And his defense was at about 120k, so really solid overall from Vegeta at this point in time. And we'll just see how he does here in terms of damage. So bear in mind that this is not optimal, but without Saiyan Raw, but it's still a pretty good set of link sets otherwise for him. So yeah, we'll take a look now and see how he comes out. So 3.6, so pretty good starting point. No Saiyan Raw activated, no Saiyan Pride activated, no GT activated, so some big links missing, but 3.6 is really solid. It's a really good starting point. It's nice to see that, you know, at your worst, yes, it's a 2-dupe Vegeta, but at your worst, you're looking at around about that 3 million mark, which is excellent. It's very good for Vegeta. A 1-dupe Vegeta might fall under that, or a no-dupe Vegeta might fall under that 3 mil mark, but that's okay. It's still really good damage. 2.9, 2.8, 2.7 million is very good. Really solid source of damage and way better than what he used to be. So yeah, looking really good so far. and then we'll be able to push on here and move on to the next round and just kind of see how we're doing overall. So unfortunately we got a additional super there from the physical Vegeta, so that's going to be a slight annoyance because obviously we would have liked to get Vegeta one more turn of attacks, but that's okay. This is also slightly irritating because the Margin Vegeta loses prepared for battle, so that is a link lost for the AGL Vegeta, but he should be okay with the key support from the Nova Shenron, but it is just more frustrating than anything to lose out on one link. But we do have Saiyan Pride activated now, and we're looking pretty solid, pretty solid from a stat point of view. Obviously we're just missing prepared for battle and Saiyan Raw, so this is probably the best link up you're going to get. Without it, we're sitting about 129, which is good. We've obviously got the 20% buff from the Nova Shenron, but just remember, if you were to activate Saiyan Raw at link level 10 and prepared for battle, that's like an extra 15% defense there as well, so definitely, Vegeta can still go up. And 4.1, really solid. So if you hit him with a good linking partner, maybe activate Saiyan Pride, you can see Vegeta can still hit some really impressive numbers. So yeah, really impressed with him on the Worthy Rivals team. I think in terms of linking partners, maybe we can find a better one than the Tech Margin Vegeta. The only problem with Tech Margin Vegeta is when he transforms, he obviously drops that prepared for battle, which is going to negatively impact the AGL Vegeta. But they still share Saiyan Pride, they still share Saiyan Pride, so that's still a really good link set, and he'll look really good on that team. There's some nice supports, it's got some good synergy, so yeah, and it's a nice different team for him to run on. And here we'll start running the Pure Saiyans team. We're going into the Hirudegan event, so we're not going to plan on Vegeta actually hitting any of his attacks. We're just going to basically see the numbers. And I mean, that's okay. Obviously, one of the things about Hirudegan is that you're not going to be able to see his numbers, or the attacks hit. But it's more important to obviously just take a look at how he performs, and it's one of the ways I can change up the background event without running Bojack for like the 100th time. So yeah, that's kind of something we just want to obviously keep in check there. But here we've got Vegeta. He's got 4 links activated, which is really good. He's sitting at 114k defense. So a good starting point. Obviously this is without him linked up with Goku, but he's got some decent support on rotation here. He's going to get the 30% attack buff as well from this Vegeta attacking first. And then we're going to see a solid 4.5. So again, just more proof that, even without having a Goku or anything, if you don't have an SS4 Goku, you're concerned, you have a Rainbow Vegeta and you really want to see some good numbers, you can see really good numbers from Vegeta without needing that Goku specifically. We've brought along the Team Bardock unit. They are going to be a source of the Saiyan Pride link. And then we've also brought along Tora, who's also going to be a solid form of Saiyan Pride link, and they both bring along with them 30% and 20% support respectively. So we're going to see some good numbers out of Vegeta. We'll see some really good defensive stats, and just overall we're going to see a good performance from him. I think this is under dual 150% lead, so the only way really to max this out is to obviously take Vegeta onto a 170% across the board team. The only issue is that the only real 170% team that you can be on is the Giant Ape Power team. Not that that's a problem, but obviously I don't have the Gogeta lead, so we're not going to be able to see that one anytime soon from me. But still, it's going to be really good to see how Vegeta does. He's going to move into the 3rd slot here, so not too much change on the defensive front. Pretty straightforward for Vegeta there. But we should hopefully, if this Hirudegan dodges, see another attack stat out of Vegeta, which would be pretty nice, but I don't think this will. This Hirudegan doesn't dodge every attack, yeah. So, yeah, we're not going to see the attack stat out of Vegeta there, but next rotation he will be on with Goku, and we'll get a couple of attack stats there, because Hirudegan, I think, dodges for 4 turns from when he transforms here, so yeah. Gonna get a nice look at Vegeta's attack stats and his defensive stats alongside Goku, and see what a good pairing they are under a Pure Saiyans lineup. So no problems at all, and then we will be able to move forward with Vegeta and then go into looking at his links. But this Hirudegarn doesn't do a lot of damage, so you're not going to see, like, you know, any real test of Vegeta's defense. He'll probably take double digits from a super attack, so we're not too concerned about him defensively or anything like that. We're just mainly here to take a look at his attack stats and his linking and just the build around him in general. Obviously this turn's just going to be a null and void turn. In terms of Pure Saiyans, by the way, while we're on that subject, one thing that they definitely do need to add into the game is 170% Pure Saiyans lead, and I'd like for it to be, it could be something cool, like a King Vegeta would be really cool. I know it'd be a bit like left field, but a King Vegeta or a Bardock, definitely any Vegeta would be cool. It's got to be someone that's into being a Pure Saiyan. So I definitely think like a Skada Vegeta or something. Vegeta was super big on his Saiyan pride and everything back then. Would be really good. Would be an awesome Pure Saiyans lead. So I'd really like that. Otherwise, a Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta was also a good moment for Vegeta. Really maximized the Saiyan pride thing. So yeah, that would be really good. So here we go, we've got Vegeta linked up, 131k defense, really good. Remember, that's going to jump all the way up to about 170, 180 after he super attacks. So Vegeta is going to be looking really fine, really solid. And he's got his full suite of links activated as well. So this should be one of the better attack stats that we've seen from Vegeta. He's got no 30%. You could put the Bardock in the first slot and give Vegeta a 30% buff as well, but for the sake of the video and not skewing attack stats too much, we're not going to do that. And we're just going to see how Vegeta comes out. So 131k defense, Goku with a solid 4.4 next to him, which is obviously quite nice for Goku, 55%. And then we're going to have, we get the counter as well, really nice, counter from Goku. And then we're going to have the Vegeta rock up with a 5.5. So really good from Vegeta. Really impressive, and yeah, looks really good so far. Really happy with it. Really impressed with both Vegeta and Goku. Honestly, I have no problems really with either of their performances so far. I think they've both been really good. I think they've both been really reliable. They're both looking really nice at 55% and with 2 dupes respectfully. They've got a lot of room to grow on their links still. Vegeta's not maxed out. Goku isn't near maxed either. So, yeah, overall looking really nice. Really impressed with them both. So we'll probably finish up, I think next turn is the final turn, or maybe this turn. No, next turn, and then the turn after, Hirudegarn won't have his evasion. So we should be able to get one more turn in with Vegeta, get a nice look at his attack stats here, his defense stat and everything. He's got a 30% support here, no Saiyan Pride active, sitting at 131, so we can see that constant about 130 with support. 2 dupes, all links active except for Saiyan Pride, so looking really solid. Again, we could put the Vegeta first for a 30% attack boost, but we'll just see how it goes. Goku with a nice solid attack stat as well alongside him. So you're seeing him and Goku really benefit, play off each other. Remember, their links can still increase. Vegeta with a close to 5 mil attack stat. Yeah, really there's not too much more to say about Vegeta. Him and Goku, their kits are pretty straightforward, link based kind of, in that you will see a big jump from around 3s to 4 and 5 millions, etc. Depending on dupes. You'll see defense jump from 100, 110s to 130, 140s. It is one of those things. It's just going to depend on how many dupes you have, but overall, really impressed, really happy with the card's performance, and I think Vegeta's done really well. I think it's been a good EZA. I think it was really well done. I don't think he needed much. I think he was in a good solid state. I'd used him to clear ESBR and things like that before, so I think this is just a good add-on to Vegeta. Really improves how he performs and really makes him a solid choice. So yeah, looks really good. Really happy with it, and yeah, once we kill Hirudegarn here, we'll take a look at his links, and then we'll just see how we go from there. But yeah, otherwise very happy so far with Vegeta, and I think another good rating for me. So yeah, happy with this, and let's go and move on, take a look at his links, see who links well with them. It's going to be very similar to Goku, so not too much of a surprise here, pretty similar, just Saiyan Pride, so some Vegeta units are going to fall in there, but yeah, otherwise all good. And just a heads up, Vegeta's SA cannot be farmed, neither can Goku's, neither of their SA can be farmed, so yeah. But yeah, in terms of links, we're just going to obviously take a swift look here. The major links that you're going to want for him, if you're not going to run him with any GT units, are going to be Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and Prepared for Battle. Those are going to be your starting points of links. Then after you've got those 3 links, you're going to want to activate Saiyan Pride. That's going to be like your 4 links you'd love to get if you're not going to run them with a GT unit or with a SS4 unit. So that's going to be what you can get. You can see there's obviously a lot of units with the base 3, the Prepared for Battle, the Fierce Battle, the Super Saiyan. Plenty of Vegeta family units that can be used, plenty of Pure Saiyan units that can be used, plenty of Superclass units that can be used, Worthy Rivals units, Vegetas. So we got lots of options here. Nothing bad at all. Decent collection. The GT Trunks is also there. He's got the GT link. We've seen him linked up with the Int one. He's not so great. He could do with an EZA. An EZA on him would be really good. Would really help him out as well. But yeah, then obviously we're going to add in Saiyan Pride, just so we can see the best units that are not SS4 Gokus, basically, to cut a long story short. And that is going to obviously be the Majin Vegeta we used before, and the Int Vegeta and the Transforming Vegeta. Just bear in mind with Transforming Vegeta and Majin Vegeta is that when they transform, they do lose a couple links with AGL Vegeta. So if you really want to go for just max linkage for things like Dokkan events or short events, that Int Vegeta there is actually a good call. He's really solid when you have high health. He actually has a nice link set that links well with Vegeta, and he's pretty good, does some decent damage. So yeah, definitely one you want to keep your eye on. And then otherwise, yeah, we're just going to switch over. The SS4 units are going to be pretty straightforward, just units with GT and Giant Ape power. Obviously the nothing too crazy there. Broly and SS4 Vegeta won't have GT, and that's about it. Full power Goku, strength Goku, LR Goku are all good. So let me know in the comments how you're finding Vegeta, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, cheers and bye.